Well, guess what time it is? It is that time of day again. Click here. Okay, I don't need to click there. It's telling me to click something, but I don't need to. Y'all don't see it, but I do. Anyway, oh, I guess it tells me I can click there, and it shows me how many people are streaming where. That's what that is. Okay, well that's helpful. You know. Anyway, Joe says something about she's waving again with the hand pink waving. Let me get rid of this stuff so I can see things. Man, I was gonna monitor on. Well, I guess I can monitor on that little window right there, huh? I got that little window right there I can monitor on, but I can't see the chat on there, and then I'm gonna have to keep looking over here to see the chat. So be ready for that. So how's everybody doing? How's your mama and them? Y'all know how it works. Welcome into Sunday Night Live Studio Talk with me, Donny B. Donny Baker is the name. I could throw that up there for you so y'all know who I am. We're now at the B-Side Studio in Burbank, California. So if anybody's got any questions about stuff in here, I got answers because I built it. Built every bit of it, every screw, every nail, every drop of paint, everything was up in here. So, man, yeah, I'm trying to monitor YouTube on another device is difficult, man, because it's so delayed, bro. This has got to be like a 30-second delay on that. Man, that's crazy. Anyway, how y'all doing? Anybody got any questions? Drop it in the chat. I'm gonna keep looking up over here every once in a while and see what's going on. I wonder if the Twitch, hey Twitch is up in here. I wonder if the Twitch would be faster to monitor, but it's kind of late now to be switching the monitors. Anyway, so got a new kind of system going on up in here. I've got my old, I had to bring my old Roadcaster back up in here, the Roadcaster 1. There's another system sitting right behind me over here, which you can't see. It's got the Roadcaster Pro 2 on there, but that one's already set up. I don't want to go change stuff, so I went over to the locker and pulled out the Roadcaster 1. I was trying to do a thing last night, and it's really weird. This program that you see right here that I'm running, where I can throw my name up there and that kind of thing, that's well, that's a stream deck is what that is. But I built that scene with the name thing on it. And if I go to this, you know what? If I go to a different scene, oh wait, it's this one. If I go to a different scene, I could show you that scene. There's the scene, okay? And I built that with a program called Ecamm Live. And it's pretty powerful, man. It's kind of like StreamYard or OBS, if you guys are familiar with that stuff. But Ecamm's really powerful. It gives me a lot of stuff that I can do, and I'm pretty familiar with it, so I don't mind it. But I was trying to run Pro Tools. I've got two monitors here. I got one right here in front of me, and I've got another one over here, which I need to look at for the chat because I don't see. You know what? I think I can move the chat over here, and just in case, y'all talk amongst yourselves while I do this. So there you go. Yeah, I can move the chat over here, and that way it's right underneath the camera there, so I can actually see it now. So when somebody does leave a comment or a question, I can throw it up on the screen. There you go. That's how that's gonna work. Okay, so I was trying to run Pro Tools on this screen and Ecamm on this screen, and I was trying to run the audio through. We got an Apollo. Got two Apollos over there. I was trying to. This microphone was plugged into the Apollo. I was driving it with that with a pre. There's actually an air conditioning unit right on the other side of the desk here, and it's kind of loud. You guys, I don't think you can hear it right now, but I can hear it. So I was trying to put like a compressor so I get this mic up a little bit, and then I was trying to put a gate so I could cut off the air conditioner. Man, it was horrible. So trying to film a YouTube video, you know, trying to film some training videos and stuff. And man, it was tough. It was really, it got frustrating. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna run over and pick up this Roadcaster and put it in. Bro, that was the coolest kind of thing I could have done, man. Because honestly, this my console here, you guys can see some of the channels on the console here. This is an Allen & Heath GS3000. The S stands for recording console or studio, as opposed to the GL3000, which is live. It's very similar, except this has the monitor channel faders and the monitor faders. So I don't use the last 8. I only use 24 of the 32 channels I have here. So I'm not even using these faders. So my Roadcaster is covering the last 8. I got it just sitting on top of the last 8 there, and it fits perfect. This microphone runs to it. The audio from Pro Tools runs to it. I've actually got an adjustment for the Pro Tools coming from the console. I can adjust it separately. I don't have to reach over to the Roadcaster. It's pretty cool, man. I'm quite happy with the setup. The YouTube video that's coming out tomorrow morning, I actually filmed that right here using this system, so you'll hear what I'm talking about. And actually, I needed it really. I mean, I could have just dealt with the microphone, but I got a training thing coming up, and I need to run Pro Tools, and it's got to sound good because we're using Zoom. Zoom's got that feature, sound for musicians, and when you turn that on, any music that you're listening to, when you turn that on, it's gonna sound way better, you know. But then you should turn it off when we're just talking, because it makes the talking sound kind of weird. But music sounds really good on it, you know. So there's that. Joe, you with me there, Joe? Send me a message on one of the things there. Either you pick, Twitch or YouTube. Let me see if I see the message pop up. There you go. And then I could add it to the stream. Look at that. Just as soon as I see it, boom, adding it to the stream. Joe likes emojis, in case y'all couldn't tell. But you know what? I don't really need to have this there either. I could put my arms there. So anyway, waiting for others to get in. I think, was it there that I could, where was it that I could click and check? I forget where it was now. Anyway, I can't really tell how many people are watching my stream right now. But I can't tell. Nobody knows. No one knows how many people is looking. I guess I could see on YouTube there's 2 of us. Probably me and Joe, because I got one here on a tablet, and then Joe's in the other room. She right across. She in her office, which is across the hall. So we've been working together past few weeks. Actually, it's been a little more than a month now. Things are going well, I guess. She ain't killed me yet, so I guess that's a good thing, you know. I know I aggravate, and I know I get on nerves, but that's part of my job, right? Yeah. Right, Joe? Okay. Anyway, we'll give it a little bit. I guess Joe hungry, and she wanted to get some dinner, but then she forgot about we're going to try to do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock. Eventually, maybe somebody else will show up, and we can start answering some questions up in here. But I imagine this, you know, it's a holiday weekend. People got other stuff to do, and I guess people might be out camping, or what do you do on Labor Day? I guess it's like the official end of summer, you know. But I guess in our world and with what we do, it's summer all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's always relaxed and warm. I guess it's not like we it's not like we get 2 weeks off and go vacation down at the Gulf of America or Mexico or whichever one you want to call it today. But so it's not like that, you know. Like John said it better, but we don't do that. It's not what we do, and that's kind of why we do what we do. We're here to help you become an entrepreneur and a business owner in the music space. In not as I guess as a musician, but more as a audio engineer, producer, studio owner that kind of thing, because I mean, I've done it. We've done it. So we know how to do it, so we make it easy for you to do it because we've already done it. We've already made the mistakes you're going to make. So it's easy because we've already done that. We've already made those mistakes. You don't have to because we already did. So, boom. So that's kind of what this thing was. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong dang button. That's kind of what this thing was. This minimal mix challenge, bro. This is I'm going to share with you how to mix minimal. It's a challenge, so it's going to be live. It's 5 days where we'll be live, and it's called Mix More with Less or Minimal Mix Challenge. And basically, I'm gonna teach you and show you how the pros actually mix. Man, we don't use a lot of plugins, bro. I mean, here's the problem. You've probably been told the secret to a great mix is having the latest plugins, fancy gear, effects chains, things like that. But here's the truth, bro. More plugins often lead to muddy, over-processed mixing. Too many options slow you down and kill your creativity. At the end of the day, you're left wondering, man, why didn't my mix sound like the pros? And the solution is you gotta mix less. You gotta use less. Stop buying all them damn plugins that everybody tells you gotta buy because you do not need them. And who's telling you this? It's me. Here's me. I'm gonna share with y'all tomorrow morning. I just wanted to jump on tonight and let you know what's coming. Okay. I suggest when you guys are looking at how much money to give me, I suggest you do the $97. That's the VIP pass. There's only going to be 25 spots available, but with that you actually get access to the recordings all week long. Whereas if you just go general admission, you only get the recordings for 24 hours. And then this is the cool part, man. You get access to me. We're going to do a 1-hour Q&A coaching call before each training session. Okay? So I do suggest you go the VIP route if you're going to do it, simply because that's where the money's at, Having access to me, that's where you're going to be. That's where it's worth the extra $50. Seriously. I mean, the $47 for the general admission is going to be awesome because I'm going to teach you how to do better mixes, fewer plugins, and less time. I'm going to save you time. I'm going to save you aggravation. Man, you're going to be getting to the point where you can mix a song in 45 minutes, an hour. Seriously. People are like, nah, dude, you can't mix a song in an hour. Yes, I can, and I do, and I've always done. I mean, I don't need a lot of stuff. I don't need 42 plugins on a vocal track. No, not at all, man. Maybe one on the vocal bus. Don't need 50 plugins to record vocals. No, you need 2. Joanne says, check out esaudio.com for more news and our new and improved remote services. Yeah, bro, we got we're doing a lot of remote work now, so it's actually quite fun. I did a mix for he's been a client of mine for probably 10, 12 years, and I tried this minimal mix idea on his song. His song had all the elements. It had drums, bass, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, lead vocals, and background vocals. There was no keys. Or was there some? I don't think there was any keyboards in there. There might have been a pad, but irrelevant. But it was a full song, and I literally mixed it in 30 minutes. And I used literally 5 plugins on the entire song. Including the reverbs and delays. 5 plugins. I know you're saying to yourself, what? No, dude, you didn't do that. Yes, I did. And I sent it to my client, and he texted me. He normally has notes. He normally sends me notes, right? So he sends me a note like the next day. He said, hey, man, I love the song. The song is awesome. The mix is amazing, but it's a little too loud. Can you turn it down? We normally don't have that problem, where people ask us to turn mixes down. But He wanted it turned down. So I turned it down, sent it back to him. A couple of days later go by, man, and he texted me. He said, bro, I've listened to this song everywhere, man. I listen to it in the car, at the house, with earbuds, me and the wife sitting outside on a boom box having coffee, whatever. He said, I've listened to the song everywhere. He said, bro, this is the best mix you've ever done for me. And I've been working with this guy for like literally 11 years, 12 years. And he said, this is the best mix you've ever done. And it was the minimalist mix I've ever done. Generally, the track count was probably the same that he always does. He does a lot of his own production, and I sometimes record his vocals for him. I'll sometimes record electric guitar with him, but other than that, he does most of the production. He does a lot of that production stuff at his house, and he'll send me the tracks to mix. And bro, I mean, I was literally surprised. Well, first of all, I was surprised that he didn't have more notes. You know, there was only one other time working with this guy that he had no notes. I sent him the mix. He's like, bro, I got no notes. It's perfect. I love it. Really? So that was unheard of. But it happens, you know. But yeah, on this minimal mix, and that's where I got the idea. I was like, bro, I need to tell people about this, because I teach students, and sometimes the students come in, or they'll send me a mix to critique. Like a guy just sent me a mix to critique the other day. He had plugins like everywhere. He had so many plugins, and he was saying that we were just chatting back and forth, and he was saying, yeah, man, I had to freeze a lot of tracks and commit a lot of tracks because I'm working on an old laptop, and the processor wouldn't cover, wasn't keeping up, you know. So I said, man, send me a screenshot of your mix, bro. He had like he was working in Pro Tools, and he had every slot filled on a lot of his tracks, and I could see where he had a lot of plugins on there, and then he'd freeze the track, and then, you know, ooh, yeah, that's got to stop, man, because it, you know. And he's like, well, bro, I've been mixing on this song for 2 months. Really? Mixing on a song for 2 months, man? No, half hour. The most time you should take is an hour. Put it away, come back and listen to it the next day. You might have a couple of little tweaks, but other than that, it shouldn't take you days or months to mix a song, man. Seriously, you should be able to create. You should be able to create the song, write the song, record the song, and mix the song in an afternoon. You know, by yourself. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. People look at me and like, man, bro, you're crazy, bro. You can't do that, man. You gotta have the Waves Diamond bundle, bro. You gotta have the Waves Platinum bundle. You gotta have all the Waves plugins, because that's what everybody uses. Man, I got all the Waves plugins. I just don't use them. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we're a commercial studio, bro, so we have to have all the plugins that anybody that comes in, because we're commercial. We're open for people to just come over, right? So we have all the plugins that somebody might want or need when they get here. It's like we got every auto-tune plugin you could ever think of, man. We just pay for the ultimate bundle. It's fine. You know, we just have everything. So, and we pay for the Waves Ultimate bundle, their like big package, whatever. We pay for that, and we've got every plugin Waves ever made, and it's on the list, you know. And there's like 40,000 EQs, bro. I mean, seriously. You know what EQ I use? I use the one that comes with Pro Tools, the EQ37. Works. I understand it. If I need EQ, I just go, oh, need EQ. Click, click. It's actually on the top of my list, man. Right there at the, you know, Pro Tools, man, you put it on the top. Yeah, it's my go-to. That's my go-to equalizer, man. So, yeah, you don't have to have all the Waves, latest and greatest. You don't have to have all that. You know what I found, man? Let me go. While I'm talking to you, I'm gonna go change this to be let me see if I can find it. You guys know who Joe Gilder is? Joe Gilder's got a great YouTube channel, man. If you guys want to go follow somebody that knows what's up, you know. Oops, I'm not. I got to skip the ad on YouTube. Okay. So no, that brought me to YouTube. I don't want that. Maybe there's a link down here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Dude, he's got this plug-in. Let me see if that works now. Let me see if that works. There he is. That's called Gildervox. Bro, this guy, Joe Gilder, man, he's a super cool guy. Knows what's up. Knows a lot about a lot. He's been working, he's been training and teaching people on YouTube for since 2008, 2009, something like that. Anyway, he created his own plugin. And he created his own plugin, and there's some information about it. Bro, it's $29. And it's $49. I think I paid $29 for it. He raised his price. That's cool though, because this plugin, man, it's got everything you need for vocals. Let me come back over here to me. It's got everything you need for vocals. I mean, literally everything you need for vocals. Seriously. It's got compression, EQ, delay. Got a little. You could give it a little crunch. It gets rid of some. It's got like a low cut filter built in. It's pretty cool, man. And it's one of those plugins that I know. I think I bought it just because it. I was like, I know Joe personally, and so I bought it because it's Joe Gilder. I was like, oh, let me check this out. But he's got a YouTube video on it. Go search Joe Gildervox, and check out that YouTube video that he did about it, man. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I need to go check that out. So I checked it out, and there's a free trial. And I literally, after a couple of minutes, I'm like, no, I need to buy this, man. This thing's pretty cool. And I did use that on that mix where the guy said this is the best mix you ever done. So I did use Gildervox on his vocals, and it's a one-stop shop, man. It's got everything you need. So that's one plugin, but there's like 5 or I think there's 7 things going on inside that plugin. So, you got that going for you, right? But yeah, no, it's really well done, easy to use. It looks cute, and it's only $49. I'm gonna say it again, it's only $49. So y'all should go jump on that. Tell Joe I said, hey. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything just yet. Maybe I should have asked Joe if he's got a affiliate thing set up yet. But no, go buy it, man. I ain't doing that. I'm not good at that, man. I'm not good at like affiliate stuff and all that. And I know some dudes that just make so much money doing affiliate work, man. They sell somebody else's product, and they get a commish, and they make money. They make money. I mean, they do really well. Not bad, Just one dude I know, and he probably makes multiple 6 figures a month just on affiliate marketing, just on being an affiliate, selling stuff for other people. It's insane, It's crazy. But I don't know, man. Maybe that's something I could think about doing some other time, but I'm not going to tell you that something is I already did that one. I'm not going to tell you something's really good unless something's really good and that I use it, Like I'm not going to tell you to go buy Wave stuff because I don't use it. The only reason we have it, like I said earlier, the only reason we have it is because other people come here and they expect to see it, So that's really the only reason why I got any of the Wave stuff. I prefer hardware. If I can get to it, I prefer the hardware. But it's just me. I mean, I have an analog console, and I do use it. I sometimes don't. Sometimes I just go straight Pro Tools, straight out of the Apollo into the system so I can monitor the Apollo. But generally I'm on the console, man, because the console's got something special about it. Gives it some kind of warmth, if you want to. Don't y'all hate that word, warmth, when you're talking about audio? Yeah, but it's a thing. It gives it like a vibe, that you can't get with strictly being in the computer. No offense to anybody that is strictly in the computer, but I prefer to be on the desk. So come on, man. Questions, comments, concerns. I know somebody out there watching. Somebody out there got to be looking at this because it ain't no way it's just me, Oh, somebody asked a question. Oh, no, come on, man. Seriously? Nobody knows what streamboo.com is. Joe, get rid of that guy. Ban that dude, man. Joe's my moderator, bro, and you don't want to mess with Joe. She don't play. Yeah, Joe don't play. I thought you had a real question for a real person, bro. Come on, man. See, now it just showed up on the message deleted. See, Joe doing work. There you go. I should read the messages before I post them on the screen, huh, Joe? Yep. That's what Joe said. I should read the messages before I post them. That's what I'm hearing her say in her Joe voice. Coming across. Like she says, don't go outside barefoot. You might step in some dog poo. I ain't going to tell you that story. That's funny. No, I'm not going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. No. All right, I can tell you. One time, we were kids, man. We were outside, and my sister, we never wore shoes, bro. I don't know where y'all come from, but we never wore shoes. And my sister stepped in a big old set, and it squeezed up between her toes. And she was pretty disgusted about that. And we still make fun of her for that. That was 50 years ago, man. We're still making fun of her about that. That's funny. But that's hilarious, actually. But yeah, so we don't have that problem here, man. People are pretty respectful about picking up their dog crap. So usually, but I still wear shoes outside because Mama said so. But hey, all right. So I guess we get out of here a little early. You know, I think we did that last week too, right, Joe? Yeah, this will build up, man. And look, we put it away for a minute because other factors. We were finishing up that album in August. We were finishing up that record, or was that July? The end of July or early August. We were finishing up an album project, which is supposed to release in September. I haven't heard the dates or times or what. He had two. The guy had two labels that were bidding to do the release. So I'm not even really sure which. I'm not even really sure which one he went to for the deal, whatever. So I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a minute. Once he gets out of my hands and goes there, I don't deal with anything on it. I'm not invested in it that way. I was simply the producer and the recording engineer and the mixing engineer. Someone else mastered it. That is a trick and a tip that we can talk about one day if you like. If you mix the song, you should not master it. That's just a thing, man. Unless I mean, if it's just a demo or if it's if it's a work in progress, sure. But if it's going to a record label to be released, no. If you're the mix engineer, send it somewhere else to master. Trust me, the song will be better for it. So, but yeah. So that record should be coming out. I'm actually going to be using one of the songs from that on this Minimal Mix Challenge. I'm going to be using one of the songs from that record for the challenge, and you guys are going to get all the files. It's a good song. There's drums, bass, rhythm guitar, solo guitar, lead vocals, and backing vocals. And the backing vocals, I think there's like 8 tracks to the backing vocals. So there's a lot of harmonies and stuff. So it's a great song for mixing, And Nicholas says, why? Why what, Nicholas? Oh, why should you not master it if you've mixed it? Is that the question? Because I'll go there, man, if you want. I will. I'll just do that. I'll be that guy. Yeah, if that is the question, bro, that is the reason why you don't want to do that if it's going for a release is that how long have you been mixing the song, Nicholas? I mean, you've been mixing the song for days, weeks, months, decades. How long have you been listening? How many times have you listened to that song? Over and over and over. So you're stuck in that mix. Your head, your space is stuck in that mix. So what you should do is once you get the mix to a place where you think it's good, yeah, okay. Once you get that mix to a place where you think it's really good, send it to somebody else to master it, because they're going to come in with fresh ears, man, and they haven't been sitting in that mix for weeks or however long you've been mixing that song. Trust me, man, it's going to work out better. I mean, yeah, like I said, bro, if it's not going for a release, like a label release or a major independent release, yeah, you can master it easy. I do. I mean, I master in a mix session. I don't even come outside the mix session. You should, bro. I got an SSL Bus Plus. I'll just run everything through that, on the way out. And yeah, I do it, but not if it's going for a label. We usually send it somewhere else. But what's a big record we did? We did a record 2019 now. Amine, Good For You. That record, yeah, it had to be mastered somewhere else because there was 3 different mix engineers on it, and to the big part of mastering is that everything sounds cohesive, everything sounds similar to each other. So we had 3 different mix guys on there. There were 12 songs, and each of us there was 13 songs. We did the single, and so we did 5 songs, and the other 2 guys did 4 songs each. So to make everything sound cohesive, you send it out to one mastering guy to put everything together. But yeah, that's the reason, bro. I mean, you kind of don't want to, you kind of want to keep, especially if it's an album too, man, you want to keep all the songs sounding similar, so you want the mastering guy to be able to take care of it. So I appreciate that question, man. That was awesome. Somebody actually asked me a question that I knew the answer to. So what else you got, man? Mastered by Jake in Detroit. What was mastered by Jake in Detroit? Oh, the Amine record. Was that Jake in Detroit? I'm not even sure who mastered it because once it leaves the mix, it goes to the label, and the label takes care of all that stuff. So it may have been Jake in Detroit. I probably didn't read the liner notes. But yeah, it might have been. But is that what you're talking about, Nicholas? That record? Oh. So, if it was, man, who were the other 2 mixers? Manny Marroquin and Jason Joshua were the other 2 mixers on it. And the other songs were mixed at our studio. So, by a kid named Morning Estrada. Cool guy. That was his first record, man. That was Morning's first record. His first big record. But he did a great job. So, any other questions, comments, or concerns by anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Joe, how you feeling? You good? How's Joe doing? Everybody give it up for Joe. She catching all them bots coming through on the chat, getting rid of them before I throw them up there. Because I didn't read that first one, and I just tossed it on up there, and I got yelled at. I'm all right. I'll survive it. I'm good. So, I know it's a holiday weekend. Everybody's probably out doing stuff for Labor Day and getting ready for cooking up or whatever you do on Labor Day. I don't know. Aren't you supposed to labor? I got the list of stuff I got to do tomorrow. I hope it doesn't involve too much outside stuff because it's hot here in California, bro. It's pretty blazing. We live in the valley, and it's pretty hot. So it almost hit 100 today. I would think it was 99, and but it's a dry heat. It's still hot, bro. Shut up. It's almost Vegas hot. All right, I'm kind of hungry, and I think I'm gonna get up out of here if nobody's got any more questions, comments, or concerns. Nicholas says, does it matter? Oh, see, Nicholas does have a question. I could throw it up there so everybody can see it. Does it matter less if you release singles every 6 to 8 weeks? No. I don't understand. Kind of don't understand the question, but You sent the drive link to the chat or to me? Oh, Joanne's throwing stuff up there now. Twitch channel. Does it matter if you release singles every 6 days? No. You release a song every day if you want. It don't matter. Write a song in an afternoon and release it the next day. Do repeat. Rinse and repeat. Every day. You know what? I know a guy, he took on a big challenge for himself. And his challenge was he was going to release 4 albums in a year. 4 EPs in a year. And one every quarter. You know what I mean? So he got the first one done. Awesome. Moved on to the second one. Awesome. Got the third one done right at the end of the third quarter. And then he didn't make the fourth quarter. He didn't make that one. It didn't happen. He only got 3 of the 4 that he wanted to do. So no links in. I haven't seen any links, Nicholas. You can. I know you can put links in here. Make sure you put a HTTP in front of it so I can click on it without having to go type it. But yeah, the guy. So most people would think like oh, he failed. He didn't make his goal. But what actually happened was he released 3 EPs that year. You know what I mean? And according to him, that was his 3 best that he's ever done. Were the ones that he had the goal to get done. You know. So yeah, it doesn't matter, man. If you got a song to release the damn song. Why are you waiting? Don't sit on it. Somebody out there is waiting to hear your truth. Somebody out there is waiting to hear what you have to say. You know, because songs are basically the truth that we want to tell ourselves, that we believe ourselves. You know, that's what songs are supposed to be. So. No, I mean, dude, like I said, man, if you're not going for a commercial release, if you're not going for a major label, you're just trying to get songs out there, master it yourself, man. Go on. I mean, because, all right, somebody might hear that song and then say, hey, man, that's a great song. I'd like to work with you on it and make it bigger and better. You know, if you're trying to get songs out there to get noticed, yeah, master it yourself, man. But do a good job on it, you know. So if you need more information about mastering, I think I've got a YouTube video. Go search my YouTube stuff, man. I've got a couple of videos out there about mastering in using stock plugins in Pro Tools, and there's another one using Waves plugins if you're into Waves plugins. But yeah, I mean, again, even in mastering, man, less is more. You know, you only need what? An EQ, a multiband compressor, and a limiter, and a meter. That's pretty much the tools that you need to master. You know, you don't need to go get crazy with all this isotope crap and AI this and AI. No, don't do that, man. You need an equalizer, a multiband compressor, and a limiter. And then, of course, you should have a meter so you can see how loud you are on your output. And that's it. Really simple. Yeah, go check out my videos. Yeah, you're here on YouTube, man. Go look me up on YouTube. Learn Pro Recording. Or just search for, I think it's how to master in Pro Tools using stock plugins is the actual. I think that's the actual video. Yeah, it was a well done video, man. I had fun doing that one. I should redo it. It was a couple years ago, so maybe I ought to redo it. You know. You said send out songs we master. I was thinking because we're. Oh, I guess I could throw that up there. I was thinking because we were meaning I release songs one at a time, that would be less critical to have. Yeah, that too. It is less critical to have outside mastering. You know, I'm sure there's somebody in your circle that you can go, hey man, can you check out the song, see if it sounds good? You know, before you release it. You know what I mean? Have an outside person that hasn't heard the song over and over and over. And have them listen to it. Go, hey man, how's this song? I run stuff past Joe all the time. It's like, hey Joe, come here, check this out. Let me show you something. What do you think? You know, and if there's somebody in your house or somebody that you trust, say, hey man, what do you think of the song? Is it cool? You know, you could have that. You know what I mean? Oh, there's Joe throwing the YouTube channel out there. Learn Pro Recording. YouTube.com/@LearnProRecording. And she also threw it on Twitch. Oh, she threw it again on Twitch. There you go. So yeah, no man, if it's just just you throwing songs out every 6 or 8 weeks or whatever you're doing, yeah, master it yourself, man. Don't have that added expense until you're making the money to be able to afford that added expense. I mean, even a halfway decent mastering guy, okay. Nicholas said I undid it. And I undid it again. Look at me go. Press that button, just presses too fast, don't it? Yeah, even like my mastering guy, I've been using the same mastering guy for, man, I'm gonna say 15 years. He only charges me $60 a track, and I generally just pass that that discount on to my clients. I don't need to mark that up. He gives me a discount so I can mark it up to his regular rate. His regular rate's like $125 to $150. So, but I don't need to make $40 like that, man. I'm all right. I just pass that savings on to my clients so they keep using my mastering guy, and he appreciates that. And he still owes me lunch. I need to call that punk, man, because he still owes me lunch from the last record. He usually, like, if I give him an album project, if I refer an album project to him, he'll take me out to lunch. And I referred that album project to him last month, and he owes me lunch. He didn't take me out to lunch for that one. But I'm going to have to call him out on that one. Now, look, I've been busy too. So he's been busy. I've been busy. It's been a crazy busy summer. And oh, you already looked at those videos. Well, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad somebody's watching them other than Joe and myself to get the numbers up. No, that's cool, man. Hey, bro, you might be interested in this. You might be interested in the minimal mix challenge. Watch my video tomorrow, and I'm gonna give access. It's not open just yet. It's not gonna open until tomorrow. But it's super cheap, man. Super cheap. I think you'll get a lot out of it. But it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. It's the first one I've ever done, so I'm probably gonna make some mistakes, but they'll be funny, and we'll all have a good laugh about it. Hopefully we'll all have a good laugh. Hopefully, it's not that one guy. I want my money back. I don't care, bro. That's cool. Here's your $47. That's pretty cool. Now, it's going to be fun, man. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be live, which is fun. So that's why I'm saying we're going to have mistakes, because it's going to be live. I'm not recording it, man. It's going to be 100% live. And there's two versions of it. There's the general admission, and then there's going to be a VIP. Oh, shit. Oh, somebody dropping something upstairs. We have neighbors upstairs, man, and they just dropped something on the floor or something. I heard it. But it's kind of weird. We don't normally hear things in the studio like that, but that scared me. It might have been a ghost. But what was I saying? Oh, it's going to be 2 tiers. The general admission, and then there's going to be a VIP. The VIP is going to get an hour of coaching and Q&A with me before the training session each day. So that's going to be dope. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you get me for a whole hour. I don't know if y'all could deal with that. That'll be fun. But, so what'd Joe say? Joe said something about, oh, she's laughing at me. That's what that is. She might have heard it too in her office, man, because she's across the hall. But I don't know. Whatever. Walls are thin here, I guess. But the studio sounds good. The new studio sounds great, man. I mean, it really does. I've mixed a couple songs in here so far, and I like it. I like how it sounds. I went really minimal on the system. I actually got rid of my big ass monitors. I don't need those, man. I stuck my NS10s are still here. So other than that, man, that's kind of all I need. I do use the VSX headphones. If I need to pretend that I'm at a big giant studio, I can do that. But I like those things. They sound great. They work well for me. There's some people that they don't, some people don't like them, but I don't mind them. We bought them for a project a couple years ago, and I held on to them because I like them. Oh shit, okay. Nicholas says it's jazz and they record live, bro. You're right there with me, man. Yeah, that's the best way to record it, man. Turn off the click, play the damn song. You know what I mean? So, what part of the world are you in, Nicholas? Where you at? Joe says says. Thanks, Joe. What part of the world are you in, Nicholas? Where are you at? Are you local, man? And what kind of jazz? Are we talking about real jazz or what we call the new jazz? So yeah, no, I was in the jazz thing for a long time, man. I toured. Before I came in the studio, I was a touring engineer, and I toured mostly jazz because I'm from South Louisiana, New Orleans, and a little bit of jazz goes on there sometimes. Sometimes you can hear a little bit of jazz music going on in New Orleans, but, every once in a while. But, yeah, no, I really like jazz, and so I toured jazz for a long time. And then we got to cut our share, of jazz music in the studio, and it was always fun because y'all play live. Oh, dude, you might have seen it, Nicholas. There's a video called Live to 2. It was a live. It's on my live channel. Still Learn Pro Recording, but it's in the live section. Absolutely. Oh, 100%, bro. Oh, I could throw that up there, man. Nicholas says it's about the food and the music and the people, not about the humidity. But y'all can keep that. But no, we called it Live to 2. Live to 2. Basically, we mixed everything down live. It was a jazz band. All these Berkeley grads got together, and we did a jazz song. But we mixed everything live down to a 2-track tape machine, like they did in the 40s and 50s. And it came out great. And if you want to check it out, it's on YouTube. It's called Live to 2. It was a couple years ago, but really well done, man. Really cool. Sounded great. Everybody had a great time. And I condensed it down into a watchable thing because I think it was like a 3.5-hour gig, but I condensed it down into, something that somebody could watch without getting too bored. But on that gig, man, we actually took the computer out of the room. We actually took the computer monitor out of the room. There wasn't even a computer turned on in the whole studio. It was pretty cool. We made everybody leave their cell phones in the lounge. It was a lot of fun. So, and again, it came out great. All right. Joe, you got any questions? Anybody? Anyone? Specifically Joanne? Joanne Bush of ES Audio. That's funny. I can't see. Joe, you watching Twitch? How many people watching me on Twitch right now? We're gonna get those numbers up on Twitch so I start getting paid. We almost made it, man. We almost got there once, and then I kind of put it away. Dude, that record we were working on, that was 7 months of work. We actually started pre-production in December last year, and then got done in July this year. So it was a long time. It was a lot of work because it was just me. I didn't have any assistant on that whole gig, man. I didn't have any assistant. The artist is kind of private, so he only wanted to work with me in the room. There was one time when we did some drums that I needed an assistant, and he was okay with that because he wasn't actually playing anything. We were just playing the rough. We were playing the raw tracks to the pre-production tracks to the drummer so the drummer could play to it. But other than that, it was just me in the room with the guy, man, because he was pretty private. And but then he lets me use his songs for training. It's pretty funny. But as long as I give him, he said as long as I give him credit, that it's him. And I'll do that. I'll let everybody know who it is. So I have the VS. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, those are invaluable, bro. I mean, they're sitting right there, man. I use them all the damn time. I use them to reference. I do like my NS10s. I really like my NS10s. I got a set of Auratone mix cubes, real Auratones from 1968. I believe they're not from 1968. They sound great, but I really like my NS10s. And I do have a sub connected, but I can turn it off if I don't need it. You know what I mean? So I believe Nicholas said, "Oh shit, man, we used to be neighbors. We used to live in Hollywood. We're in Burbank now, man. I think once you have kids, you got to move to Burbank. So I think I think Burbank's a requirement with children. But yeah, Hollywood's honestly, we have Hollywood's like 5 miles away. I can't remember the last time we were there. I mean, seriously, I think it's probably been more than 10 years since we've been to Hollywood. That's crazy. We should come take a drive through and see what's up, see what's changed, see what's different. Nicholas, you and I may have run across each other at some point, man, because oh, okay. I do know who that is. He says he manages David Michael Harris. Okay. Wow, man. All right. Yeah, man. We probably know a lot of the same people. I worked for Chick Corea Electric Band for the whole time they were the electric band. I started out as the drum tech and then moved up to. I ended up being the road manager and monitor engineer. So that was a great gig, man. That was an awesome gig. I mean, great musicians, great music all the time. Traveled the world multiple times. You know, it was a good gig. But that was a lot of fun, man. Though back in the day. But had I not done that, you know. Okay. He says Dave attended Berkeley. Yeah, a lot of great musicians come out of Berkeley, and then they meet each other while they're there, and then they come to LA, and then they just blow up and build it. And some of the best jazz musicians I've worked with. I used to work at this church, bro, and the whole Live did too. The whole back line was all Berkeley guys, man. Berkeley jazz dudes. You know, the drummer, the bass player, the keyboard player, and the guitar player. The singers were all like volunteers from the church. It's okay. They were all right. But man, getting to mix the band, you know, I was the recording guy and the live sound guy at the church. I basically recorded my mix, and I would mix it live and then record the mix and give it to the video guys so they could broadcast it. And it was a good gig, man. I worked there for 7 years, bro. It was awesome. I work 1 day a week, pay my rent. You know, it's pretty cool, man. Churches are fun. They usually bring you lunch, you know. So it was fun. All right, couple more minutes. I know Joe need to eat, so gotta go make sure she eats. I've become a domesticated, so I gotta cook food now and clean up, things like that. So, you know, it used to be I was just hanging out with just myself, but you know, not no more. But so yeah, let's tell you what. One more time, I'm gonna throw this up there one more time just for everybody. If anybody watches the replay, I know everybody that's here is already gonna come to the Minimal Mix Challenge. Just go to what is that? It's the minimalmixchallenge.com. That's what it is. Just go to the minimalmixchallenge.com and check out that page, man. It tells you everything you need to know about it. It's the cart's not going to open until tomorrow, so don't go trying to check out just yet because it might not work. We'll see. But Joe says check out learnprorecording.com as well, or two in this point, in this context. But so there you go. Let's get up out of here. Hey man, this has been fun. Thanks for hanging out, Nicholas. I appreciate you, man. And if you want to shoot me a direct message, you know, let's connect, man. And maybe get together one day and have coffee and see how many people we each know that knows each other and knows us. So let's do that, man. That sounds like fun. I appreciate y'all. Joe, I'm coming. I will have okay. Sounds great, Nicholas. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for hanging out and asking so great questions and comments and things like that. It's always fun when it's interactive, man. It just goes by a lot quicker. So we'll see y'all next time. See you next week on the live. Try to catch up. I know this one's kind of tough because it's a holiday weekend and all, but it'll grow. We used to do this a lot, man, and it got to be a lot of fun, you know. And a lot of people would show up, but I kind of let it slide a little bit when that record came in, and you know, because like I said, it was just me. Because it's just me that does this too. But we'll We'll do that, man. It'll be fun. We will get up out of here. I'm going to see y'all next time. Have a great week. Check out the video tomorrow on YouTube. It's all about starting the minimal mix challenge. I'll show you how I mixed some drums and only used 5 plugins and literally did it in 42 seconds. It's awesome. All right, we'll see y'all next time. I'm going to get up out of here. Donny B, I am out. Peace.